All right, so some of David Johnson's thesis on why men are smarter than women and, his whole theory on everything. He's used the Jefferson County, Washington page to put like paragraph after paragraph, explaining who I am and who, the women are that are traumatized in the bathrooms and his whole, it's his thesis, mansplaining thesis. So he's talking to this woman again over there because, he's using my ethics complaint to pontificate on why he knows stuff and the women don't know some stuff. Okay, so the winners were born female who had a gender of male. That is what trans men are. The issue in the specific case where the attendance at the meeting was discussing was a trans female doing her job in the locker room. A locker room, the state Washington law requires to be open. Okay, guess what? Julie Jamon had no way to know that the person in the locker room with the deep voice and the penis thought they were a woman. How would Julie know that? The person in the locker room did not have any YMCA identification. There was no way to know this person was an employee. No one explained it to Julie. They just bullied her, berated her, threw her out, outcast her. Then they just mobbed her in the streets and shut her down. Okay, the hysterical response from the elderly lady was out of line. No, it wasn't. She has a right to have any response she wants. A lot of men like to say, oh, calm down, you're hysterical. You don't really know, okay? The YMCA management lied about her response. Libby Winstrom lied about the response. The only person really in there was the YMCA employee, which said on a podcast and on the 911 call, very different story. Okay, Julie was not hysterical. And Julie has a right to response, and she has a right to ask questions. Okay, so it says Julie's out of line because, right, Mr. Johnson knows best. He said, and possibly a PTSD reaction to her earlier traumas. Yeah. A lot of women. Some say most all women have been molested or raped or know somebody who has. Okay, so we have a right to our reaction. Yeah, some of us, like me, I have PTSD lifelong from the event. Okay, so if someone has PTSD, if they've been raped or molested or they're afraid and they have a certain response, then you don't approve of that. Julie would say that she saw something that she thought was off, so she reported it. Okay, that's what she did. And so hysterical, I think we know who's being hysterical here. The management of the facility has the responsibility to protect their employee. And okay, no. There's no way to know the person was an employee. There was no employee label. There was nothing, the management has a responsibility to be kind, to act within the law for both sides, to give dignity and respect for both sides. I would have easily found solutions and calmed them down, let Julie get dressed, talk to her later, talk to the employee who was newly out at this new experience and find long-term solutions. Instead, they just lied. They completely lied about offering Julie a different bathroom, which Libby, wrote in public records. They lied about what Julie said, saying that Julie said that this person was going to rape those little girls, right? Said that. Wendy Bart said that in a voicemail to city manager John Morrow. Libby Winstrom said it to all the top state Democrats. It's in the public records. They lied. They were not in that locker room, and neither was the YMCA management. So you're just, wrong. The management, had the responsibility to protect the employee and the children from the sort of response that the woman gave. Okay, well, this woman believed that she was protecting children. She believed the children were in danger. So just go, oh, no, that's an employee. Oh, we got to get the employee label or whatever. Don't. You're wrong. The management had a very different responsibility there than you think they did. Okay. From the reported past behaviors, an appropriate response. So that's a defamation. That's in the case. There's been public records requests for 2 years. There never was past occasions where Julie Jamon said anything derogatory or did any of that. I've had many businesses in my life. You had policies and procedure. She would email or send a letter if she had prior infractions. There's no record of prior infractions. That's just a rumor, and it's defamation. And you're perpetuating it. So I hope you got some assets because, I'd love to have some more defendants. The lawsuit is without merit and will lose. Have you read the lawsuit? Do you know anything about First Amendment law? Okay, I'm a bit of an expert myself. Check out Obsidian versus Cox 2014. Okay, it has lots of merit. Have you listened to Julie's attorneys about the case? Have you read any of the filings of the case? Or you're just like, well, the poor Townsend hive mind says it's bogus and there's no merit, so I says there's no merit. Just like this ethics complaint of Crystal, there's just no merit. They're just all, you know, just hysterical women. Oh my goodness. Okay. Straw man argument says, oh, so attacking Faber's character, no amount of straw man arguments justify this attack. Okay. Faber incited violence on women. He said he was really glad that the cis women were out for blood for the TERFs. After we were assaulted, he said he was proud of his community. Okay. He said horrible things to those women online. He has a whole bunch of tweets that are just disgusting and horrible. He's done horrible, bad things. There's a huge record of it. I'm not attacking Faber. I want him out of office. Okay, he's a danger to the public, and I believe that he's inappropriate with young trans women, okay? I want David out of office, so I'm not attacking him for a lawsuit or for anything political, okay? He is a bad, bad man, and he does bad things, and he has conflicts of interest with his businesses. He lies, cheats, and steals. He launders money to his friends. Yes, I allege all this. And yes, I know you've already mansplained to me that I could use some facts. Yeah, thank you very much, Captain Obvious. So it's not an attack. It's an ethics complaint. You ever tried one? Okay, but let us go to the problem. Okay, so then he just goes on to his big old college thesis about women in basketball and gyms and weight classes and muscle mass and fairness and blah, 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 blah. Oh, my God. And cis women in sports. And oh, my God. These straight women of Jefferson County, Washington are so freaking misogynist and abusive, right? Mansplaining to this woman on and on and on and on his theory of everything, right? Well, I don't care. And, well, she might care, but, you know, this guy's just a jerk. He's using the trans movement as a way to abuse women. Oh, yes, I think the pool, and I think there's issues here, but, you know, that Crystal Cox, she's just attacking, and she's just bad. And anyway, more later. Stay tuned. Oh, my God.